Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Goldetta. For all of you guys out there who don't know me yet, I make weekly videos on my vlog channel Goldetta that you're on right now on everything that I'm totally into. Now that is besides my music because I'm a singer, love, life, travel, food, and of course anything beauty related. I'm a huge makeup junkie. I'm a huge makeup collector. I love anything beauty related, and in this video I would like to paint my face in front of the camera. Now if you watched my previous video where I showed you my take on a very natural Valentine's Day look, you might have heard me saying that I would want to do a very elaborate look. You know, like those looks that beauty gurus nowadays do on, I don't know, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, wherever. And the funny thing is, I'm really good with doing my very own makeup, but I really suck at doing elaborate looks. And I thought, what better occasion, I'd say, than Valentine's Day than to sit down and film with you guys and chat and see if I can do it or if I will fail. And yes, may I invite you to embark with me on this very ridiculous journey, very ridiculous challenge. But yeah, what else to do than sit down and have fun and drink? By the way, that's chamomile tea. Alright you guys, so let's get this party started. Now I'm starting out with a damp beauty blender and I'm applying Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I love this foundation so much, it's so good for my dry skin. And I mixed in a little bit of Urban Decay's Allnighter foundation because I wanted to make sure that this look turns out to be as bold as the eye makeup look will, and I needed full coverage for this, definitely. Now I'm taking the foundation all the way down my neck because I want to make sure that neck and face match, and I'm applying it very thoroughly, you know, around the corners of my mouth, around my eyebrows, and then a little bit on my lids because I want to make sure that I have a great base for my eyeshadow. Now, to start off the eyeshadow, I'm going in with a very cool toned brown eyeshadow. This one, it happens to be as well by Urban Decay. This is Faint, and I've been loving this brown eyeshadow so much for my everyday looks, actually. And I'm putting this one in the crease and slightly above it because I have a ton of lid space, as you can see, and so why not use it if it's there? And as you can see, I go back and forth, you know, swiping motion. In the crease, I'm making sure that I deepen the crease, you know, bit by bit. And with a clean brush, I soften the edges, you know, after I'm done because I want to make sure that this look is a very clean look before we get the challenge started. And yeah, talking of challenge, here it is. Secret Garden by Makeup Geek. Now, this is probably the most beautiful eyeshadow I've ever seen in my life, and I'm applying it with a wet brush. This one is a smudger brush by Zoeva, and as you can see, and this is probably the reason why this is a voiceover, I'm so nervous. You can see me being so tense and holding my breath while applying this eyeshadow. Now, you know, I've been taking my time with eyeshadow because I'm really bad with such elaborate looks, and so I've been going back and forth, you know, taking my time, applying this eyeshadow for a good 15 minutes, you know, and taking a step back, as you can see, from the mirror, you know, and taking a look if it's too much, if it's too little, you know, adding bit by bit. And here you can see me, you know, going back and forth with that same blending brush that I applied my transition shade with, and I'm adding a little bit of that brown and again adding a little bit of that green eyeshadow and going back and forth, you know, to make sure that the crease is deep enough because we will now even deepen it, you know. And so to make it even darker, I'm using now a tapered brush. This is a drugstore brush, but I will link it down below in the description box for you guys. And I'm going in with a very dark brown shade by Tarte. This one, I don't remember the name, but I will link it down below, as I said. And as you can see, I take my time again. I still look very tense, as you can see. And I'm going back and forth, you know, ever so slightly, swiping motions, and I'm deepening the crease. And I'm trying to kind of bring together the transition shade and this beautiful green, tealish, eyeshadow color. And so, as I said, taking my time, and yes, last step is to again intensify that lid color because I lost some of the intensity, you know, while doing the transition shade. And so yeah, I'm cleaning up my my foundation because I had a little bit of a fallout, not too bad, but just a tiny little bit of a fallout with that green eyeshadow. And yes, so I'm ready to go now with the lower lash line, and I'm using my Maybelline eye pencil, which I don't remember what it is called because it is such a tiny little bit left of that pencil, but I will look it down and again link it down below for you guys so you can of course either shop it or get the same color. And then I'm applying it all along the lower lash line and of course on the waterline. And with a Q-tip, I'm trying to smooth out, the line before going in with, again, the same dark brown eyeshadow that we deepened our crease with. And I'm applying it just slightly underneath the teal color on the lower lash line because this will definitely bring our eye look together. I guess it will tie the look together because on the upper lid we have that same dark brown in the crease, and then on the lower lash line we have it as well. And so now it's time for concealer. I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm in the shade NC15, and you might have heard me talk in my previous videos about this as well. This has a very thick consistency. Yes, it is a very thick, very heavy concealer, but believe you me, you use the tiniest bit and this will turn out to be the most flawless under eye ever. Now, for the purpose of this video, I actually went in a little bit more, I just applied way more than I would for an everyday look. But yes, I guess as the title suggests, this is an anti-Valentine's Day makeup look, very bold, very intense, and so hence the very bold under eye. And I applied a little bit of concealer you saw on the forehead, around my nostrils, and of course on my chin. And now I'm going in a little bit with a contour. I'm using Illamasqus eyeshadow in Heroin, which is definitely the perfect contour shade for me. And I'm using it with a travel size Eco Tools brush, which I've been loving forever. Now, I can link this one as well down in the description box below because I've been loving these brushes forever. They hardly ever lose bristles and they're just perfect, when you're on, when you're traveling, when you're on the go, on the road. Now I'm going in with my blusher, which is Milani Luminoso, and a little bit of a highlighter. This one is The Bomb's Mary Luminizer. I've been loving this one as well for many, many years. It is super finely milled and very intense, and even on my 30 plus mature skin, it definitely gives you a nice glow to the skin, and it doesn't stick in your wrinkles, it doesn't exaggerate your wrinkles. Now for eyebrows, I've been loving this brow beater by Urban Decay as well. This one is in a shade taupe, and for this look actually I decided to just trace my own natural brow because I do have a very dense brow naturally, and I just pluck the lower line, so I don't do very much to my brows or with my brows. So for this look, I just, as I said, decided to just trace the natural line, and just make them appear a bit more defined. And for mascara, I've been using my all-time favorite mascara by Maybelline. This one is Lash Sensational, and let me tell you, it is sensational. Can't talk right now, sensational. And now last but not least, lip color. Now, because we are so bold around our eyes, I decided to just keep it a notch down, and go for a bit of a nude lip. I've used Urban Decay's Naked Lip Liner, and in the center I apply Tarte liquid lipstick Namaste just to, accentuate that nude lip. And I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like, okay, the eye makeup turned out to be quite fine. Now, I could have probably done a little bit more to my face, like given myself way more of a contour, way more of a highlighter, highlight, and probably I could have done a bold lip, but I felt like in that very moment, when applying my makeup, I felt like this is the perfect combination, and I didn't want to, ruin or spoil it by going in with another lip color, way more intense lip color. And yes, so now I'm touching up, last bits and pieces. Taking a look in the mirror. Is there lipstick on my teeth? Nope. And this is it, ladies. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this challenge was successful. Yeah. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think, but I'm quite okay with it. Content, yeah. So yes, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I wish you all a very good day and see you around. Have a good one.